The TVC were on the line because the TVC collided the best two teams. Lucky for us, Kelsi Steele was on the sidelines for this game between Trimble and Alexander.
And we had no shortage of action tonight, Justin. Between conference crowns and playoff seedings, we knew the TVC had a lot riding on this game. But what no one could have predicted, the route that this game went. You could feel Alexander's energy right off the top. Mason Chapman setting the bar early after Trimble's 3-and-out opening drive. 15 yards here, 7 plays later, with just inches to go, Chapman tucks it in, 6-0 Spartans. Alex's next possession, Justice Jenkins reads Taylor Kimbrough like a book. Just one of 7 turnovers we're going to see in Albany tonight. Trimble can't get anything going, so Mason Chapman does. Second quarter, a fumble gives Alex beautiful field position. They capitalize. Spartans now up 13-0. Now Jenkins is taking the snaps, looking for room, needs some help off of the field after this play. And 2 plays later, look at this. He's under center and sends the pig flying. Somehow he finds Bryce Guthrie for 39 yards, and Trimble is on the board, 13-7. It takes Alex just 4 plays to respond, though, cool and collected. Mason Chapman connects with Jake Weaver. 21-7 Spartans going into the half, and apparently drinking lots of Gatorade in there. Only 3 plays into the opening drive of the third quarter. Mason Chapman's off for the races. What a night for the senior. Alexander with the win, 42-13. And now we're unable to get full stats for you tonight, but we do have some numbers from the first half. Mason Chapman with 4 TDs alone, and Trimble, on the other hand, held to just 98 total offensive yards.
So Kelsi, we knew Alexander had an edge going into tonight, but it wasn't really that competitive, and it wasn't even competition.
You know, Alexander deserves all the credit in the world, Justin. They were prepared, and it showed tonight. Their defense was rock solid and created a lot of problems for Trimble offensively. They held Jenkins to only 35 yards in the first half, and that just does not happen. The Tomcats had 5 costly turnovers, really uncharacteristic for them. But when I spoke to Coach Ferris early this week, he knew Alexander's defense would be a big hurdle to jump. Unfortunately, they weren't able to come up with enough air. Going forward, Trimble has to be able to hold on to the ball. For Alex, their defense is flying, and now their offense is just catching up.
And speaking of offense, Mason Chapman had some kind of day.
I cannot speak highly enough of Mason Chapman. He flat out took control of this game. And not only did he take control, he did it with poise. The running back ran for 3 TDs. Not only that, threw for 2 as well. He's so dynamic and puts that on full display, especially tonight. He was 70 yards from hitting that 1,000 mark, according to our Trimble stat guy. Now, the Athens Messenger does have a different stat. We'll get to that shortly. Good night for Mason Chapman. Either way, Megs is going to be a great game next week.
So Megs and Alexander are fighting for a league title next week. What can we expect really quick, Kelsi?
You know, it's going to be a dogfight, but who better than Megs and Alexander to go at it at the last game of the season? You can't write a script better than that.
Well, that's for sure, and it's a huge win for Alexander. As always, thanks for the great work, Kelsi. Now, if